All right, hello everyone. So today I am going to continue to try to move forward on doing the push method of a server. So essentially what I'm trying to do is when you're on Facebook, you load it on your web page, right? And what I was thinking is, well, I don't think my web browser is constantly going and checking Facebook like, hey, did I get a message? Did I get a message? Did I get a message? Kind of like this. I don't think that's the way it's going on. I think what's happening is somehow Facebook is like pushing that message to me. And then I get a bing and hey, I got a message. And then I can respond to it, right? So that's what I think is going on. But I don't know how that actually works and how it operates. The last video I did, I was trying to investigate that, but I got completely side railed on just my microservice architecture was not working at all. So what I mean by that is I had this like thing right here. It was live data, and I tried to create this microservice, right? And it didn't like my package. And I had no idea why. I go like this, right? Like main Java and then com example, live updates, right? Like that. I had it like this, and it was giving me this error. I try to run it, and it doesn't work. Now, every single example that I've ever seen, including my code and my other things, all start at com. But this one I found, and I just like did that, and then it worked, and then I compiled it, and it worked. Don't know why, but okay. So I also spent all day Saturday and a significant amount of time today, which is Sunday, to try to understand kind of microservices a little bit more. So hopefully I will be able to have more understanding of this. But that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is, okay, well, now how do I actually push a notification? So let's come here, and I'm just gonna say like, you can see right here, I was trying to understand like why do I have this? But in this case, this worked, right? And package this didn't work. Like why? And it even like it didn't know why. So, anyways, that's fine. Whatever. Let's try to understand how to do the push notification. So, never mind. Okay, I am now just trying to understand how to do a push notification to the user from my server. Okay. And something I'm noticing is it is almost 11:30 right now. So before we do too much here, let me just like modify this. Right, there we go. Save it. And now, where am I? So get status. Okay. Get add. Get commit. And then what should I say? Pushing my code to GitHub so I can get my little green dot for the day. Okay. Git push origin main. Okay, there we go. I didn't want to go past that that date and then I miss it. Okay, so I got my little green dot for today. So let's come back here. So you're officially stepping. Okay, whatever. I don't care. Web browser. What do you mean by push notifications? Okay, WebSocket, full duplex. All right, so I think that's what I'm doing, right? I remember last time it was something with WebSockets. So yeah, I have my WebSockets here. Okay. All right, so I'm just gonna say let's do the WebSockets one. I am working on in Java. Okay. Okay, so I think I already got that in my palm. Here I'm gonna look for what did it want? Spring Boot starter WebSocket. Okay. WebSocket. All right, so I got that in my palm. Create a WebSocket handler in WebSocket page. So come here, WebSocket, I have my handler, and okay. I think this should be very similar to what I copy and pasted in last time. Okay, so this one is going to be in config WebSocket. Okay, so config WebSocket config. Make sure things are reasonably similar. Configuration, enable WebSocket. This is the same, that's the same. Implements, WebSocket configurer. Okay, public void. That's the same. Set allowed, origin. Okay, so that seems like the same. All right, open up the browser and paste. Okay, so I guess let's run my microservice and let's see what happens. So cd and then live, yeah. So now, what do I want to do? I want to do maven w, and then I want like that. Spring boot run. Okay. Hopefully I don't get any errors. Okay. No errors so far. See. Okay. Now I need to do this. Okay. But I don't quite know. Open the web browser console. Okay. Not sure how to do that. Let's go to Copilot again. I am being told to do this. Being told to do this. But I don't know how to do this. I am on, what is this, Safari? Yeah. Safari on my MacBook. Okay. All right. Let's see. Enable developer menu. Open Safari. In the top menu, Safari setting preferences. I think we might have already done that. Go to advanced. Develop show JavaScript console. Okay, so let's see if we can jump here. We might not be able to jump there. So develop. Open the Safari settings. whatever. Let's just start here. So Safari settings. Wait, where? Safari settings. Anything that says like console? No, okay, whatever. And then what did it say to do? Advanced tab. Well, I see developer right here. So what? Okay. At the bottom, show develop menu in menu bar. Here. Show features for web developers. Okay. That's probably it. So then now you see a develop option in the menu bar here. Okay. So then click develop, show JavaScript console. Oh, whoops. Okay. Allow unsigned extensions, enable. Show, click develop, show JavaScript console. Develop. Oh, okay. Hold on. All hope is not lost yet. Okay. Show JavaScript console. Okay. Here we go. A panel will appear. This is the console. Now just paste this in. Okay. Then press enter and run it. Okay. So I'm going to come here, paste that in there, enter. Something occurred there. Okay. So I didn't get an error yet. I don't know what I did, but something happened. You'll see backend receive an echo message, okay? I pasted it into there, and there was no crash, but I don't know what happened or what I should do to verify that it worked. Okay. So your Java WebSocket handler prints this message. Did it though? can I just paste it back in? Like, what happens if I just paste it back? Like this, and then, all right, let's try to look at this and see. 2330. Okay, so if we're gonna look at this timestamp and try to find when new things came. So here, press this. Okay, so it already has a socket because we're getting that a socket has already been established. Okay. Well, that actually does imply that it is working. Okay. Can I do that? No. Socket dot send. Can I do that? No. Okay. Well, perhaps what I need to do is kind of like, instead of trying to see if it worked, I need to kind of go backwards. Normally what I try to do is get a minimal viable product or like minimal working product. So that way I have something that actually works, and then from that I can investigate like how it's working. But in this case, I can't even, I don't know what it's doing at all. I know that I wanted to be able to like send or like push notifications to the server or to the client from my server. And I was hoping to get something that like actually did work, and I could see like, okay, cool, it's working, and then from that, awesome, let's investigate like what the code is actually doing once I realize and verified that it's working. But in this case, I don't quite think I will be able to verify first. What I might have to do is we might need to go and investigate all of this stuff and see what it should be doing. And because there's a lot of things that I've never seen before, like configuration, enable WebSocket. I don't know what this like parent class right here is. Registry, like I don't know what any of this is. So let's start. Okay. This is my application that gets run, right? This is main. Okay. So how does it even know to start this like WebSocket? If I have my, oops. No, not this one, this one. if I have this, how does my microservice even know to run the other classes you told me about? Right, because I just run this and it's just Spring application run. Oh, wait, hold on. No, that's itself. That's itself. Yeah, so there's no like WebSocket handler. Like, how does it make any connection like that? So you're pulling out on the exact thread that ties Spring Boot Magic together. So Spring Boot application, the annotation up here, line tells Spring to find and run everything else. When I call this, Spring launches the whole application context, starts component scanning. Configuration. So I know that for like Spring Boot, if you have component over a class, that Spring Boot will turn that into like a bean or something like that, and it will like auto instantiate that class. Okay. Look in the package, com example, live updates, and all its sub-packages, okay? For beans, configurations, and controllers, okay? Yeah. It's automatically detected to manually register them. Spring looks for annotations like component, service controller, REST controller, so all of these things that tell it kind of what it is. When it finds them, it loads them into the application context and wires everything up automatically. So that's like connecting everything, okay? So this WebSocket handler, or maybe this config, implements this. Go to definition. No definition. Go to definition. No definition. Okay. So now there's no annotation above this one though. That's not what I meant to do. Copy. Okay. There is no annotation above this one. Manually registered inside WebSocket configuration. Registry.add handler. I saw that somewhere. Here. Registry.add handler. Okay. New WebSocket handler right there. So I'm creating a new class right there. Chat. Set allowed origins, okay? So this one does have those annotation above it. And I'm adding this to registry, whatever registry is. It's right there. So this is like passed in. from Spring. Okay. But I don't know what this class really does. I'm adding some kind of. Is this a API endpoint or what? Like, so how can the client actually chat with the server? So open a socket, okay, and then do this, okay. On message. Handle text message. So it gets the payload and prints that. I would assume it would print it here, right? But I didn't see anything like that. And then it sends the message back. But I didn't see any message back either. Server says nothing, right? Like there's nothing right there. Can I close this out, start it up again, and then paste this in there? Develop. This one. I'm gonna come here, paste that in there, and then just press go. Did anything happen? I didn't even see anything happen here. No, it's still the same timestamp. Okay, so it's obviously not working. Okay, so what I think I might do is one of the things that I was thinking about, and I mentioned this like a video ago or so, is if I'm just randomly doing things to build a project, right? I'm never going to be able to learn about those topics that I don't know about because I don't know to even search for them. So what I'm thinking about doing is trying to change up my strategy a little bit and possibly go and look at projects that other people have done and then investigate how their project is working. And then from that, like from my investigation, possibly I can gain a lot of valuable insights into how things should be. I don't know. I'm just kind of stumbling around in the dark right now. I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing at all. I've been extremely confused with this for a while now. So I'm just trying to figure out how to move forward and actually make some progress. But yeah, so, okay, today was, I don't want to say a waste, but it was kind of a waste. I yeah. So we didn't learn much today, honestly. Yeah, it's still not really working. I don't even know what it's supposed to do. Like that's kind of the problem. Is I don't think it's right. I don't think this is right. So I'm trying to investigate something that's not even right. That's why I always say like, okay, well I want to get something that kind of works. And then once I find something that works, or once I get it to the point that I know that it works, then I could do my investigation. But if I'm doing my investigation on something that doesn't work, obviously I'm never going to be able to understand it. So I think moving forward, what I'm going to try to do is kind of just I'm going to like get rid of this, like kind of throw it behind me, and try to maybe go online and watch a tutorial on maybe sockets or something like that. And then from their code, try to investigate what they're doing, how it's working, and then I can create my own. I think that's kind of the path forward, is I might use other people's tutorials and then do that. So, yeah, if that's something that is interesting to you, the way I'll do it in my videos is I will take their code from like whatever GitHub, take it down onto my local server, try to get it to run, okay, try to observe its functionality and how it's working, and then from there, okay, now it's time to investigate and go through it and understand every line of code and do that. Because what I really don't want to do is what just happened in this video, where I spent a lot of time, I spent a lot of effort, but there wasn't much actual learning that occurred. So I'm trying to figure out, okay, well, how do I maximize my efficiency? So I think that is a way to increase my efficiency. So I'll test it out. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and I try a new method, right? Like just keep trying new methods. But that's something I was thinking about a little bit, when I was trying to figure out, okay, well, if I'm just doing a project by myself with Copilot, how do I cross that barrier of just like an amateur to someone who's actually a little bit more proficient, right? Like, because the barrier is like, I don't know what I don't know, and I have no idea about best practices or how I should be doing things. So it's kind of just like me fumbling and stumbling around all over the place. So I was thinking about that and I'm like, well, okay, I could do it this way. And then this video was even more evidence that, okay, well, I think that this is a valuable method. So I'm going to try it out. If it doesn't work, we'll figure something else out. So anyways, thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, subscribe. I'll be making more videos in the future. I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of the day. My name is Timothy Lee Grant, and I will see you very soon.